I count 1, 2, 3. Sides to middles. Ow! What's my foot? Hello. Summer in Yorkshire.
Hello. I've just broken my leg. It's not come off, it's just broken.
It's worn out, that's what it is. It's so much wet weather. Anyway, as I was saying, this is Brotherton. Oh dear. Near Nottingley in Yorkshire. And that man over on the other corner struggling in the yellow is Michael. You're probably wishing you hadn't cast us here now. Well, I mean, who lives in here? Is this manager?
Yeah, it's John and Maureen who are the managers. They're retired, they came over here about 2 years ago. And they're such good friends to everybody around here that I just decided one night, we were sat outside there, we have like a social debating society on a night, you know, cups of tea, coffee and everything like that. And I just decided to write to you.
It's a bit early to get cramp, isn't it? Michael, come and look at this. This is what I thought until I saw the weather. Here is the caravan. We're going to put this veranda outside with a balustrading on it there so she can peer over. That's her. So the whole thing becomes a kind of New England home. And then the lawn will be cut, the existing lawn, into this kind of teardrop shape, widening the borders right the way around it, because I think they wanted a bit more privacy.
Yes, they did, yeah.
Well, they'll get sort of filled borders there with flowers and shrubs and contouring in, and they can sit out on this veranda, table and chairs, and look down the garden there. Charlie's little water feature there. It's quite simple, but it should change the whole sort of essence of the place completely, and they will now have somewhere to sit, somewhere to look over this garden, which is going to give them much more of an enclosed feeling.
While we set about their garden, John and Maureen are in Brighton collecting their daughter and grandson. They're due back tomorrow at 5. For a spoof documentary on lifestyles, we asked John and Maureen what it was like living in a caravan.
It's just like a tin box. They're very, very hot in summer and very cold in winter.
You're never tempted to move?
No.
Move it?
No. Oh, no, quite happy here.
It's a job.
Yeah.
And it's a job at, like you say, you can put the hours in you want, or...
Yeah.
And tell me, when you go on holiday, do you go in a caravan?
No, definitely
not. Definitely not. We go in a hotel and we get fed and watered.
Oh, that one's loose. This is actually quite a good day to move plants because it's quite cold and wet. What's really amazing, although it's been raining all night, the soil is bone dry. So we're going to have to water them round the corner where we're leaving them until we need them a bit later.
The lid off. Ah. Look at this. What do you do with this?
Alan wanted a modern water feature. He didn't tell me anything else about it, so he's either going to like it or hate it.
It's a great toy, but I haven't a clue what to do with it.
Because the area is very open and there's lots of children running around, it's got to be child safe. So I'm going to have a shallow pool of water, which is aluminium tray, which will just gently overflow. You won't really see it overflowing, so it will be like a big reflective pool with a rock in it with the water bubbling out.
No instructions in here at all.
And rather than put pebbles round, I'm going to put slates round, because I thought that would be quite modern. So they'll go round like that.
I'm glad you could sort it out.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Tommy Walsh is now appearing in the Guns of Navarone, somewhere in Yorkshire.
We'll just test it on this because we want to make sure we got it right. We don't want to look stupid on camera. We don't want to film it.
Why should today be different? Shut up.
There we are. Shall I test it on the end? Let's see.
Yes, well, that seems to work.
Perfect.
I would like to point out at this juncture that it is 11:05 and there is still not a plank laid, in spite of the fact that you have my assistance.
That's the reason why, because we have your assistance.
Last time I helped you, Will Shanahan. I could be sailing, you know, and enjoying getting this wet.
But instead of a heaving deck under our feet, we're heaving the deck's frames into position so they can be set up level on temporary legs. Tall posts at each corner replace the temporary legs. Concrete blocks give each post a solid foundation, spaced every few feet for short posts that Tommy will fit to give added support to the frame. All the posts are neatly mortised to fit the frame snugly. However shallow the finished item, there's a decent reservoir under every good water feature. Deep enough not to freeze the pump in winter. The top must be level because the water always is. The liner wide enough to catch splashes, and only when the water's in and the liner's settled is it time to fix and trim it. The slates for the border are set on mortar with a slight slope running back to the reservoir. More mortar to level the aluminium tray on, but these bits of liner will stop it sticking because it's got to be removable to service the pump underneath in the reservoir.
It's good.
Oh, that's me done.
Phew, what a plod. I know it's always a plod on the first day, but this was an extra special plod. But the forecast, I think, a PC plod. Very PC. I think tomorrow's supposed to be a bit better with the weather anyway.
Good eye.
Michael, thank you very much for your help.
Good night.
Oh, sound like a royal line-up, isn't it? Good night. See you in the morning.
Night.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30, you're joking.
Lots to do tomorrow. Perhaps an early call might be a good idea.
But it's a bit brighter this morning. You did
Dry.
promise sun.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. So it stays the better day. Yes. What time are they coming back? Do we know?
5 o'clock.
Is that flexible? Do we have
Oh,
control?
yes, we have control because grandson's down there and he may have to stop. We can make him have like toilet stops on the motorway coming up.
Oh, another case of ground force incontinence. Oh, we're good at that. Harwich for the continent, ground force for the incontinent. Right, so we'll crack on, and when the others turn up, maybe we'll get a start on the deck. Garn will be finished. This is classically poor, tired soil. If you have a look at it, it's, well, not only is it dry, but then nobody's had much rain apart from what we've just had over the past few days. So the dryness isn't too much to worry about, but it's absolutely packed full of roots from trees and from things I think they've probably previously grown here. And you can just tell by looking at it. I mean, come down here and look at that. You can see it's lean, it's not got much nutrition in it. It smells okay, so it's not sour, but it just wants a good meal. And because we're bringing a load of new plants in that we want to grow, we're going to bring in a load of new topsoil on top of it as well. You don't always have to do that. But into the topsoil, we're going to dig some soil enrichment so that by the time these plants go in, they will be going into something worth growing in. Pointless throwing away good money and bunging plants straight in rooty, poor soil like that. So we'll try and help them along a little bit.
Peaceful, isn't it? But Tommy and Willie's lateness is likely to let down the whole team. Oh well, press on as if nothing's happening, which it isn't on the deck. I'm not even going to look up.
What's that?
It's an upside-down rock, Will.
Oh,
You're looking a bit smart. Are you working today?
No, I come and see supervisory.
Oh.
Michael, Alan, could you give us a hand?
Are we going out? feeling I'm not going to be happy bunny. The topsoil we've got, I've been warned, is very sandy. I'm curious to know what very sandy means. Very sandy, I think, means Blackpool. OK, I'll be back. All right. Can you drive?
No problem.
Michael's a driver by profession, off to fetch some decent soil. The fact that we've commandeered his lorry for this task is something that Tommy is choosing to ignore. By great good fortune, we're not too far from a large source of soil enrichment.
Hello there. Is this it? This is it. How much do you want?
We would appear to have stumbled across the Euro compost mountain. More than enough for our purposes, the pile is 30 foot high and a mile long.
How'd you get on?
Fine.
What did you get?
There's tons of it.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, that's lovely. Well, it's like John Innes, but mixed with that sandy stuff, it should work a treat. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? It's very fibrous. What does it smell like? Ooh, quite nice. Well done, Michael. Got us out of a spot. We need a load of this on there with a bit of what's underneath, and then we can start planting, which is just as well, because... do another bird line. 12:30.
Michael, could you do us a favour? Could you both give us a hand? I mean, we're really running behind and we ain't going to get finished.
It's hugely tempting sometimes to play safe and do a garden in pastels. You can't go wrong with that. But every now and again you want to frighten yourself and really bung outrageous colours together. Things like this purple linaria with that cut-leaved golden elder, coming on to orange Montbretia just about to come out against that wonderful Viburnum rhytidophyllum. If you look at the undersides of the leaves there, it picks up that orange. But then down to Penstemons, two beauties here. This is Raven, a wonderful dark plummy purple one, and the brighter one here is Firebird. And it's fun to mix them together in a group. Golden leaf smoke bush, purple Berberis. See how purple and gold work well together? That's more of a wine red there with the gold. And then the outrageous Astilbe, down to the golden chorus at the front. I mean, just a wonderful, brave mixture, but on the dreariest day, wonderfully spiriting.
Oh, Tommy's got a spindle up on a bit of balustrade.
The reason we're starting in the middle is because they're going to be equal at either end. If you start one end, unless you set it all out, we don't have the time, you can end up with a big gap at the end. This way at least each end will be equal.
We've nearly finished the planting.
Hello?
Hi, it's Mike.
Hiya.
Hiya, right.
Yeah,
Can it just say yes or no?
yeah.
We need to delay you till about 6 o'clock. We're running a bit late.
Alan, I've just had a word with her. We've got an extra hour.
So that means we've got, what, just under 4 hours.
Right. Wish him luck.
It's a huge task. I think, dare I say it, and I'm always the optimist, that we may fail on this one, but fingers crossed. I'll tell you what you could do for me. Yep. If you could bring some timber over there to Willie, and he can nail that next set of decking members, would you?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, mate.
Do you have an afternoon job doing that, do you?
Well, I find it helps to pass the time. I buy dusters in India, you know, and I come home and I hoover and Well, it's the mess these builders make, dear. They're everywhere. They're on your deck, on your patio, on your terrace, in your water feature.
Yes.
I find I'm going to be very handy with my suction. Got any ironing?
Yeah.
Right.
The other end now.
I saw the copper pipe at the DIY store the other day and it's very bindy, so I thought, well, perhaps I could do something arty-farty over the water feature. Alan will probably hate it and I can take it home with me then.
Royal Academy have just rung. Damien Hirst's pulled out. Are you interested? Very inventive, dear.
You need to get in a bit closer.
We're only about 40 odd miles off.
I know you're only 40 miles from home. We can't get you here before 6 o'clock.
Well, we've just landed now, so we're having a cuppa.
You're having a cuppa. Can't you do something like you want to get some milk and call it a supermarket or something like that? Or get some bread for when you get home? Do you want to have a word with Alan and he'll explain to you?
Hi.
Hiya.
We're just running a bit behind. We could really do with
Yeah.
6 o'clock if that's possible. Can you do it without without blowing it?
What time is it now? I don't know.
It's 4:30.
Yeah, I'll stall them while 6.
All right. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
You're a star.
Right.
Thanks. Hand
See
you back to
later.
Mike. Okay, take care. Bye. Afraid the wind drops.
How are you doing?
All right, 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Fine.
Okay then.
Yes, I'll see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Alan, suggestion. I park my car out there, bonnet up,
Yeah.
so when they come down,
Yeah.
they're going to have to get out of the car and walk in.
Get Tommy! Tommy! They're here! Everybody
Yeah, where's Willie?
Willie,
Come on, Willie.
Bit of muck. Isn't a bit on roads and stuff like that.
Don't believe it. What?
This side.
What? Just can't believe it. We were joking about this.
How are you? Maureen? No. Alan. Hi. It's Tommy.
how you doing?
So, how are you? Nice to see you.
Yeah. Charlie and
Come
Willie.
and walk around here.
Oh, I don't believe
Have a
it.
look, a proper look.
I'm sure I'll rain up.
You will. Come and have a sit down.
Oh, no. Lovely. I just can't believe it.
I love gardens. They make everything right. Against all expectations, the veranda's complete. The water feature will probably win the turnip prize for garden art, and the plants will flourish in the enriched soil. All's well that ends well.
And do you remember you said you were going to do some decking? I said you can't because it's not fireproof.
Fireproof, yeah.
Well, you couldn't because we were coming to do it. We didn't want you to do it before we got here.
Aye.
First time I've known you been speechless.
Whee. Hold your hands steady. They say when people come back, do they really know? Do they never guess?
Cheers. Thank you very much, all of you.
Cheers.
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 From Maureen and John's little secret caravan garden in Yorkshire that's just about knocked the stuffing out of her. From Ground Force until the next time. And us. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever want to leave now.
Good.
Do you know what I thought? Something happened. There's something
Spotted me
terrible.
run across the road.
I did as
Yellow shirt, yeah.
but I had no idea. I thought something horrible had happened.
He is something horrible.